Excuse me. I know y'all be hearing me talk about a lady named VS a lot sometimes. And her name fully is VS Conscious. I'm about to do a little off camera story time because there's no reason for me to be on camera at this point. It just is something that I seen on YouTube that I really liked. And I want to see if y'all got recommendations because I know it's probably other black women out there doing it. Okay, I'm not gonna say VS was an angel. I don't agree with everything she did. However, I don't know her reasons behind it. And one thing I know about black women, once you push them, you gonna bring out a beast. Of a black woman that has self knowledge and aware of her power and strength, you don't want to push them too far. And now some people need help controlling that, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't go off the deep end for little things. But if you're already, because a lot of black women are PSTD mode and they don't even know it. So when they snap, they snap. But the psychosis behind it, and I'm not a psychiatrist by any means, I'm just speaking from what I gathered on my little knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, VS, when I seen her, I got to see her late. So like I watch Bigo Live. Y'all know how y'all do funerals. I believe maybe I got it from her. Apparently she's been doing funerals on YouTube for years. And she started out in different sectors because I used to listen to her story times and she used to get into it with nephew Tommy. That's how her first big page got banned, she said, because she kept uploading his strawberry letters, I think she said it was. But she admitted her fault, and I fucks with you. When you can sit here and know you wrong, be like, but I did it because fuck it, I was pissed and I'm petty. I know it was wrong, but I'm pissed and I'm petty. And I haven't seen nobody like that until I got to Bigo. And I started seeing more people just be raw with it, like, yeah, I did it. And that's why I said, always be authentic because you never know how many people identify with you. But they can't go public with it for whatever reasons. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so VS had, when I say the beef sector shook, the whole beef sector. And the black community is very male identified. Very male identified.
Okay, stop.
Yes. Hi babe, what's wrong? Yeah, so the black community is very male identified.
See?
And 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 then when we be thinking like men that are same gender loving or black women allies, most time they're not. Most time them same gender loving black men are think they're in competition with black women, but you can't be in competition because you cannot compete where you don't compare. It may sound like a generic quote, but it's the truth, and the truth don't never need to change. Just like a lie don't care who tell it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you could be with a man in a dress with, you know, male parts and still call yourself a woman. And actually, like now, they're trying to say they're teaching women how to be women. They're weird. But we got to realize this stuff initially came off of the, what you call it. They initially was on the mental health registry, so it's a lot of things that go into things. But anyway, VS was doing mock funerals. She had these gay men in check because in the beef sector is a lot like Bigo. It's a lot of, even though the majority of the population on these apps were the sector I watch at Bigo, just like the sector I watch of the B sector, it's majority women, but male were dominating it. Like males get the most views, males get the most support, males get the most like whatever, because they started this beef sector before there was like a like you could do like how you upload people when you send people money through the YouTube videos and stuff like that, and before you was able to even go live and stuff like that. Like they've been putting work on YouTube, the whole beef sector, different parts of it. But you know what I'm saying, she had people like she would make a YouTube live, right? And everybody's in the chat, but then she would do stuff like, okay, it's a YouTube live, but only my people can chat. So she has something called TSCC. And so only the people that was a part of TSCC could comment. If you wasn't a part of TSCC, even if you was an affiliate of it, I won't call it like a gang, but it was definitely like a little, I don't know what to call it. Some people called it a cult, but whatever. But like you only sometimes affiliates could talk if they was asked a question. But when she did her TSCTC meetings on live, mind you, it's a live YouTube channel. And if you comment in the chat, you wasn't TSCC, you get cursed out and kicked out and blocked from her chat. But she would let you come back in for a small fee. And she was smart. She didn't accept like those like when she say like what the hell is that shit called? When you can send donations while somebody's live, or she'll have like a Cash App or PayPal. And she was like, well, I don't accept Cash Apps or PayPals, but you can send donations, because she said she admittedly was on welfare. So she said, because she know how people report, so she was smart. So she would, even if the thing she didn't know, she had people like with higher degrees of her, like basically treating her like they treat black men. And I was sitting here in shock, because when I first seen it, I was angry at her, like, why you treating these people like that? But then, like me, I'm a thinker, and I look at the bigger picture, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is the B sector. Gay men are allowed to call black women bitches, but we're not allowed to call them faggots. And it's black women that's the first one to beat you down. And now these men they not even claiming to be bisexual. But black women will go over your head. Now these gay men, they could talk about you, they could talk about your children, they could talk about your anything under your clothes. Basically, how Trini B say, they was basically saying, my pussy better than hers. Oh. And black women was basically like, you right. In the B sector, just like they be doing on Bigo. But with VS, they could not. VS had all the gay men shook. All the straight black men shook. But it wasn't, I don't really believe it was ever any straight black men in that sector. But anyway. VS was the truth. I miss her. I got to see her late. And what happened, how VS got taken off, some old lady, like, she could have easily been a member of Keith's congregation. She asked VS, she had been bugging VS to meet her with her, claim she had some free stuff to give her. She lived in a house, she about to move, had all this great furniture. VS, so her get the F out my fucking... VS videos are not up, but if you want, you could probably find them. But when she still be at a low, because people still uploading videos to this day. Talk about VS, but she them talk about she don't like that video you sit on her, you made of her. She don't like the conversation how you. But mind you, she's not like threatening people. They have meetups and stuff. And Wally show confirmed how I thought, like, she be ordering them, like she's the drill sergeant and they trying to get trained by her. And black woman was following the lead. But she did have a good heart though. And she felt like she would do donation drives. Like, she didn't just get money for herself. She was standing up for victims that nobody else wanted stood up for. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of throwaways that y'all throw away. Like, oh, she accusing a black man of rape. We don't believe her. I guess because of whatever. That wasn't a sensitive subject to her because of what she went through in her life. I think she said she was all worried by her brother, you know? So she was a very open woman. She was very interesting woman. And I just know black women in general, we are so diverse. You know what I'm saying? And I just find it hard to let go when black women who are not afraid to be unapologetically themselves candle get cut off. But anyway, it was an old black woman that was trying to get VS furniture. VS cursed her out. So VS went to IHOP with somebody. I forgot. Anyway, so that lady that was begging her to take furniture showed up. Uninvited. And then tried to get in VS face, asking her a question. I don't know what happened from there. But next thing you know, that lady was on the ground. And then that lady went to court with a bunch of lies and shit though. And then in order for VS not to go to jail, she had to agree to 3 years probation. And a part of that probation was she could not be on any social media at all whatsoever. And you know what they say. Now think about the people that do the stuff they do on YouTube, on Bigo. How many judges ordered them to stay off YouTube? This lady didn't do nothing except go to IHOP and have somebody she originally made told them, I don't like you, I don't fuck with you, get the hell away from me, I don't want nothing from you. Lady begging to be her friend, trying to give her stuff. Because like I told you, VS said she don't take money, she take gifts. So she used to make wish lists. And she was like, and even though she used to make panels and he had a thing called a Mess Express. I think you can see her through the Mess Express. Look up Beef Sector Mess Express. Mess Express, yes. And you get to see like the funny stuff of the beef sector from that. Like I thought that was a good thing. And like she was one of those people. She reminded me of 21 if 21 actually matured. Even though VS has some maturing to do. But now 21, I'm gonna have to make another video. Did I really see you defending Pastor P? Girl. And the John Wayne of all people, he's the only one that's still solid against you. I mean not against you. He's still solid for you. Okay, and I think you said you had sex with him. I believe he confirmed that. So maybe that's why he was doing it. But regardless of why he was doing it, girl, what is wrong with you? Now I'm starting to think you must be on something. Because like I said, I don't follow 21 every day. And like I said, I still admit everything I've said about 21. But like 21, you defended Pastor? I can't, that's one thing I can't connect the dots. I really can't. But all right, y'all. I gotta go downtown real quick. I just wanted to say this, and it's kind of like I'm gonna do another video, but I just had to get this off my chest. And I was in the mood, but then my daughter wound up getting up, so I was like, okay. But I already started it, so I just wanted to put this out there because it was in my heart to do it. All right, y'all. Later.